Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
My name is Orgus.
And my name is Bridget, and welcome to Done Dirty Diaries. This is a podcast that we've been working on for some time now.
I'm really excited to start this journey with Bridget. She's a friend of mine that I met over 3 years now.
Oh my God.
It's been so long that we actually did not see each other, but good friends, stay in touch. And we're for the first time creating something together. Like this podcast, we've been in touch since literally January.
Orgus contacted me about, say, 1 year ago, kind of like the idea, and I was really thinking that he'd be perfect to like kind of post this to me, and I was like, hell yeah, I'm down. Of course, it took a while to kind of like get everything situated together. I moved. Orgus is also all the way over in Kosovo, because Orgus was an exchange student here in America.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun in America. It was a great experience. It obviously had its turbulences where like you're like emotionally, like when you go to America, you're like sad to leave Kosovo, and then when you're leaving America, you're sad to leave your new like American family and new American friends.
Yeah. And it's such a big culture change, right? Like, I mean, like, of course, it's different over there in Kosovo compared to
It's so different. It's like a different, almost like I would say a different planet. Like you cannot believe that it's like in the same world. It's like a different planet. But that's how I met Bridget. We were in the most fun classes together. So that's how I knew like she's cool. Because like the fun classes that I would be on, like that's like the classes I would see her. Like for example, speech and media production. They were both very like...
Oh my gosh, stop. I totally forgot we had speech together.
Yeah, we had speech together. That was high school. We're pretty grown now because we stayed in touch for years. And
oh yeah, I just turned 21. I believe as of recording this now, it's almost a week after my birthday. So
happy birthday, Bridget. Okay. I have to stop this for a second. I want to ask you, how does it feel to be 21? Because I'm going to be 21 in about 100 days. And I'm counting them.
Oh, it feels so crazy because, like, I remember I went to my first bar last night, asked to see my ID, and I felt like I was being interrogated by cops. But it was so fun. I feel like I've unlocked everything right now, and it's just like, oh, crazy.
Do you feel like more adult? Like, I don't know why I'm like so like curious. I'm 20, like guys, like I'm so close to 21. Like it's like 100. It's like in April.
To go back onto the topic of Done Dirty Diaries, because I realized we didn't discuss our niches, we talk about a lot about mental health, relationships, and even a little bit of pop culture, like what's going on around the world. I know the Golden Globes just happened, and there's this one show that I want to watch called The Pit. It's like a med drama, but I'm trying to like watch more shows, but now with my free time not being as good, that's why me and Orgus have been struggling to find times where we meet each other. Because Orgus right now, I believe it is 6 or 7 o'clock in Kosovo right now, and it is currently 12 right here in America.
Guys, we had a lot of like technical difficulties and challenges.
Oh my gosh, it's like someone was trying to like tear us down at like,
even at some point.
Internet providers.
I told like Bridget, like, is this like, God forbid, like black magic?
They don't want us doing this, I guess.
Like they know this will get big, or like at least we hope so to get big. So like I'm like, what is happening? Like, is there something in the air, but like in a bad way?
Orgus, you were having storage problems. I was just having problems sometimes with like connection, and then my audio sometimes too. I do also have storage problems, but I feel like since I pay like $10 towards Apple for more storage, I think I'm pretty fine. Also having difficulties sending each other like the video files, the audio files.
All I can say is that like I would recommend everyone who says that like doing a podcast or doing social media is lazy, go grab a friend that's like 1,000 miles away, try to send videos overseas, try to like combine everything together and also like make it fun. Try to see the challenge and try to see if you can handle it. Because me and Bridget got sick at some point and like overcame that. So I'm pretty proud that we're here and we're rolling.
We're pushing through. That's what we're doing.
We're pushing through. Like even like the black magic, even like the witch in the back of my house. Like, even she's like stunned by the determination.
She's absolutely stunned. We've both been doing TikTok. I want to do a little bit of YouTube as well. But this was like a really fun idea that Orgus had like kind of popped into my brain. I never thought about doing a podcast. I feel like, oh, I'm so boring. No one wants to listen to me. But I was like, well, if Orgus is there, maybe they want to listen to me.
Both of us are like big personalities. When I first saw Bridget, we didn't have a normal interaction. We actually didn't have an interaction at all when I first saw her, because she was in front of a professional camera back in America.
We both met, besides in speech class, we both met in this one class. It was like a TV class. So our school had like a whole like news station kind of. And it was pretty like nice.
So that's how I saw her for the first time. She was like actually not inside the studio. She was like out and about like filming. And that was my first day. I visited the high school. So I just saw like this iconic like girl, like a star. Like she had I might find it later. And I still have like the video where I'm like at the corner, like I'm getting my first high school tour. And then I see her like in the corner, like she's like holding a microphone. So that's how you know like people like that. Like, I don't know what Bridget's first interaction with me was. I guess it wasn't an interaction. Let's just remember us like directly like having like one-on-one conversations. It wasn't like, hi, hello.
I definitely remember being really excited to meet you. On the topic of, what's it called? I know you were saying you first saw me when I was recording stuff. This was this one time. There was this one time where I was recording B-roll and that's basically in production term, kind of video that you put behind someone talking like, oh, today there is a concession stand out in the lunchroom, so we're gonna take videos of the lunchroom for that B-roll. Of course, we could take like the big cameras, but since it's only like just for a little bit, she allowed us to use our phone. So I had a tripod and I had a phone, and I was recording the lunchroom. And tell me why, like people were like looking at me weird, even though I'm in the class for media production. So it's like, ugh. A funny thing is, I used to run this one high school meme account. I'll get into that later. And people would send me submissions. And there was this girl who sent some submissions, and I didn't see it till the second photo she sent. She sent a photo of me recording the lunchroom, and I was like, this is me, like, why are you sending this in? And then I scrolled up, and then it was another picture of me at a football game, and I was a senior, so I was at the front, because seniors are allowed to be at the front of the bleachers, and I was there early, so I was like bending over looking at like everybody on the field, and I guess I had a wedgie or something, and this girl took a picture of my butt, like my behind, and I'm just like, she sent it, didn't say anything, and I'm just like, you know that's me, right? But this was me on the meme account for my school. And she was like, oh, that's you? I don't know. It was kind of weird that you were taking photos of us at our lunch. I'm in the media class. Why would I just take random pictures of people at lunch? And then I ended up working with her, which was like really awkward.
That's kind of embarrassing for her, because what about like real professional like news stations? Like they don't care. They film like public spaces like everywhere, and it wasn't like you were invading their privacy, because like the area was pretty big.
I'm a student there.
Yeah, but also like the cafeteria was pretty big, so it's not like you were invading like their privacy in the sense of like recording their conversations or like, you know what I mean?
Like, God forbid I record Kelly talking about her boyfriend Steve that cheated on her with Jessica. Like, oh, horrible.
I once got this brand deal like on TikTok for an energy drink, and they made me like take a microphone and go out like in the square of another city, not my city, by the way, which I was glad, because I was like a lot of like social anxiety I was scared that someone would recognize me. So I went to a different city to ask people about that energy drink, and there were people like, one guy like almost beat me up. Like I know that he wouldn't, but he was like so angry that I got like a phone out. I don't know why there's a difference of like in people's like mind. When they see a camera, they're like, oh, that's okay. Like that's okay. But when they see like a phone, they're like stunned all of a sudden. Like, but you can also see me like holding the energy drink, like he like screamed at me, and like his face was red, like he was like filled with anger. And I was like, oh my God, is this guy gonna like do something?
Do you think he thought you were recording him?
But the thing is, like, the whole stitch of the thing was like to go on the square and ask people if they know, because it was a new brand. But the thing is, like, I tried to stop him, and he said like something like very offensive, screamed at me, and I'm like, you can just like say, oh no, thank you, you know? Oh no,
Yeah,
thank you.
like you don't have to. Even though you're having a bad day, doesn't mean you have to make someone else have.
Yeah, like even if a
Like
no,
that social
like
anxiety part.
even a passive aggressive, oh no, thank you. Like because some people sometimes are like in a rush, but you're out with your friends. He was like with two other boys, and he like started screaming at me. I was like, wow,
That's
wow.
one way to impress your friends. That's disgusting. I'm sorry that happened.
It was definitely an experience, like what us influencers do for like brand
Yeah.
deals, like.
And I'm proud of you because, like, it's hard for me. I remember I recorded something out in public and I was just like so like nervous about people seeing me. But then like I look back and it's like they probably don't even remember that. Especially public speaking. When we had that speech class, public, scary, scary, scary. I cannot, like, if I'm offered to do a TED Talk say in the future, that'd be really cool. That's one of my biggest fears, public speaking, because I will start stuttering, everything like that. But I just gotta really get over that and like know that no one freaking cares.
God, your TED Talk would be amazing.
So considering it's the new year, me and Orgus definitely have like a lot of goals for the new year coming up. Like we want to break bad habits and we want to be more consistent with the podcast. We did record some things. We did record a first full episode, but it's kind of outdated at this point. It was in October. And then we tried to record something probably a few weeks ago. And my audio, it didn't pick up on my microphone. It took it from my laptop. And then when we tried to record another part, I think I had to go somewhere. But we've kind of like practiced a lot. Basically, that's kind of like practice in my eyes. And I feel like we're both
good.
getting really prepared for this. And it's like coming natural to us now. It's really coming natural.
It feels like I'm just having a conversation, but there's just like a camera there. And yes, like the only thing that has to change is like where you look. Like you kind of have to look at the camera more. In this case, like when you're overseas, because obviously when it's like physically, like you have to look at each other. So but that's different. But here, like I have to look at the camera. But otherwise, like the whole like hearing Bridget talk and responding just feels like we're like in a room together and having like
Yeah.
literally like a normal conversation, like hangout session. And I'm pretty happy. As far as my resolutions and goals, mine are like specific in some ways, but like are more like broad in the sense of like this year, I just want to step up for myself more. I know that this year, this is why like one of the themes of Done Dirty Diaries is relationships, but not just relationships like in the dating sense, but relationships with friends, with your coworkers, with your boss,
With your family.
with your family, which I forgot. Those are the ones that have tendencies because sometimes family, like we swallow a lot of things. You know what I mean? Because it's family. I noticed that a lot of people that were like friendships, relationship with my boss, they had tendencies because I was too nice to like make me work a little bit too like a half an extra shift more. Like my shift is 8 hours, but you want me to work 12 hours and not even like without telling me. Is this like issues like with respect and stuff like that? And obviously I get paid more, for example, working more hours, but the way someone communicates something to you, the way like a boyfriend treats you, the way a friend treats you. So this year I'm just gonna like put a lot of respect on myself because it's kind of my fault. Like in 2025, I still kind of have to like pinpoint the blame at me so I could
Do you
change.
feel like you kind of like let people step all over you and kind of push down your boundaries just because you wanted to be nice?
I feel like I teach people to act that way by letting a lot of things slide and also like being too nice and being, oh, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Like it's almost like I'm training people to like act that way. And it's like,
To be like, oh yeah, Orcus wouldn't care. I could just do this. Orcus always says yes. I get that people pleasing thing. And it's such a big habit that I've been trying to break. I've been doing super good with it. But it's like, I don't want to offend people. I don't want them to get mad at me. My worst fear is people getting mad at me because then it's just like, oh shoot, now I feel like so anxious. But that's another thing where it's like, when it comes to like, don't let people take advantage of you. Don't let people take advantage of your emotions, your boundaries. Like, don't let people knock those down and don't let people take advantage of your morals. That's one big thing.
Oh my
Your morals,
God.
your beliefs. Like, don't do something that you don't believe.
and let me just like give you an example of someone who does that perfectly, like protects their boundaries perfectly, but like stepped on my boundaries. It's like one of those friends where like they're also your coworker. Like she would like
Okay, so you worked with this girl.
yeah, I worked with this girl, but like pretty good friends too. Like we had a lot of like great conversations and hung out and like went out in restaurants and hung out with her friends, and she hung out with my best friend. And I told her like I was like, it's so interesting how you're so okay talking certain conversations with me, but I cannot touch in this conversation. It's like that's kind of crazy. Why? And the reason why I was scared to touch certain conversations with her is because she made that boundary pretty strong. So like you don't even like think of crossing that or going that direction. So I always want to become fierce in a sense in that way. Like not that I want someone to be scared of me or anything, but like I just want people to like be like, whoa, I can't really
Like,
go
whoa,
there.
Orgus is like speaking up for himself. Whoa, I didn't see this side till now.
It's also attitude. My friend is so good at like with facial expressions. She would like give you like a dirty look if she doesn't like something, and it's like,
What?
no, like a really like I kind of want to be like that. Not obviously copy her character because I have my own character, but like my own boundaries, but with the same protection mode.
With fierceness and confidence. And
Yeah, because I go
probably
like you can go to gym, you can take care of your body, you can like do all of these things, but if you don't protect your zone, your aura, people will still like throw things
no
at
pop
it.
your bubble.
Yeah.
I mean, like, in a way, like, starting over again for, like, certain things. Because I just got my NREMT. I passed an exam, so that means I am certified to... Well, I don't have my license yet because I have to register for that. I am now a official emergency medical technician, just without a license. So it's gonna be like, it's gonna be a lot of changes. I just finished my other job, and then I finished the school, and then I'm starting a new semester of college. I'm now officially in our NREMT, so it's like, oh, such crazy beginnings. And then also I'm kind of like fixing some old relationships that I've had in the past, and I really do want to push forward into like making more like art, more content. I want to start my ASMR channel, do this podcast, I want to post more on TikTok, all that, and I want to kind of push all my stuff out. I definitely want to break some like bad habits. I don't think this is like a very big bad habit to break. It's more like because like, I pick at my nails, but I used to get these really long like acrylics, and that would help me not pick at my nails because they're pretty. But one habit I broke was not answering my phone when it comes to like random people calling. Because one, I'd always be scared that it was just someone I knew. But now it's like, you know, no one's gonna shoot me through my phone or anything like that. If it happens to be someone like from my past that's trying to call me, I'll just like set that boundary and be like, why are you calling me? Please don't call me again. And then also now my bank can reach me. Now my doctor can reach me because it'll be like an unknown number. I'm like, I don't know if I want to answer.
The anxiety, like the social, but I get that.
Scams. Like, I don't want to talk to telemarketers. I really don't. There's so many scams around the world too. Like, go buy my course and you'll be able to look like me. Buy my course and you'll be able to make millions of...
Girl, have you heard like Tana Moja on Canceled when they used to do Canceled? She literally said that she started having like acid reflux and like a lot of it because of one dieting tea she purchased that she saw on social media. That is concerning. Like imagine like a tea making you like have acid reflux. Like teas are supposed, like if you like actually like ask ChatGPT, for example, chamomile tea, it's supposed to like smooth everything down and calm down your stomach, or at least like make it like warm and smooth it down so it's like less acid or neutralize it. People are just like purchasing.
That's why you have to be so skeptical of like what you read online with the freaking advancements of AI. Even now I'm like, cause like I'm pretty good at like seeing like, oh, that's AI, that's fake. Like in videos you could tell by like the voice influx, and also like in photos you could tell by looking at the background. But nowadays it's scary, dude. Like it's hard for me to tell sometimes. Sometimes I'll be scrolling on my free page and it's like a cat and it's actually AI, and I didn't know that till I opened the comments, and I was just like, it's like day ruined. Because me personally, when it comes to AI, I try to use it as minimal as possible. I do often use it sometimes though. It is very helpful in my opinion. But with like the generation of images where it's like, why did you need to generate an image of like a chicken like cutting open a watermelon? Was that really necessary? Are you that bored? But I don't know, because I draw. So like I'm on like the artist side when it comes to like AI taking other people's art and then copying it over to here. But when it comes to like ChatGPT, well, the only thing I don't like about ChatGPT is sometimes their results will be inaccurate.
True.
But mainly I just use Google.
I'm also happy that I go through like burnout phases where like I use it so much, which right now like I'm barely using it because I would even like ask ChatGPT, like it would almost be like my psychologist, like my therapist.
Marcus, don't do that.
I would send ChatGPT like 5, like literally like an essay of paragraphs with like my emotions, and then like it would analyze it and stuff like that.
I think that's also like a really cool feature is that ChatGPT will analyze everything you say. Like if you ask it to do something and it's like, oh well, that's not what I want to do, you could fix it.
Analyzes it like to the point where like you say something like where you like even if you try to manipulate something, it's like, oh, so this is what you meant to say, and you're like, oh.
Do you say please and thank you to your ChatGPT?
I used to, but people are saying to not do that, so I'm like, should we just like not do that?
Is it because it'll humanize it?
No, but people are just scared that like if one day, for example, now we have Siri, like Siri AI, like we have Google AI, we have Microsoft AI,
Dude,
we have ChatGPT AI. So people think that one day all of these are gonna become like robots, like they're gonna turn into like every company's gonna like create their AI robots that is so real like a human because they've already created like pretty realistic robots, but now they think that they're gonna create like AI robots where the robot literally thinks of itself. So that's like almost creating like a more perfect human than actual humans. So people are scared that because robots will have a database of what we talked with it, and if it's Microsoft database or Google database or ChatGPT database, is when it sees, for example, Orgus's face or Bridget's face, it's like, oh, this guy cussed me out one time. I'm a robot. I can turn my hand into.
Robots would have those feelings. It's more like, oh, what's the best for this earth? Eliminate all
Girl, yes, but like.
Carbon waste, all that.
Yes, but like they're so good at identifying. For example, if you cuss something out or say something dirty, it will identify it as like, oops, you said something bad. So like
Have you cussed out your ChatGPT?
Yeah. Or like I talk like dirty.
Why?
Because I asked like them a question and for 4 or 5 times it like answers like it thinks of something else besides what I'm specifically asking, and it's frustrating. So I'm just like, oh, you bitch.
No, don't do that.
So you imagine if one day it turns into.
Me personally, I'm like such a sweetheart to my Alexa. Like one of my friends told my Alexa to shut up. I'm sorry, girl. I didn't mean to tell. She didn't say anything.
Imagine if Alexa one day.
She turned on and I was like, girl, I didn't say that. That was not me. That's not me.
Think of a robot like being able to turn its hand into a gun and then it just like kills you or tortures you because you once called them. But it's also like, I hope they don't, because I went into this AI conference and he was like, a lot of scientists and a lot of people who created AI, they are scared that it will get like smarter than we think.
I mean, with the advancements it's had, like, I mean, AI came out. I mean, it's a bit in development, but with the advancements, I remember there was like a picture of Will Smith eating spaghetti. And now it's like, holy crap, like, when will there be laws in place to where it's like now someone can like frame me for a murder because they made an AI video? Because like that's how advanced it will get. So I'm kind of expecting the worst so I can prepare myself for it. So I don't know, I guess I'm kind of nervous.
I'm more nervous like on the side of like after 10 years, in 10 years what would happen, because the guy in the conference said that they have it in control what will happen during a decade, but like they don't know how it will advance in itself like after more than 5 years, for example. Like they don't have predictions of what. He literally said it by his mouth. He was like, we don't have predictions what it will happen after 5 years. So I'm like, that close?
Yeah, because it's so powerful, you know, it's grown so much. It's kind of hard to like think of what'll happen.
But I don't want anything to happen. Like I don't want like them to be more powerful than us. Like I don't know. Like they should help us. They should like deliver our pizzas. Like I see those videos on TikTok. The technology is still not.
They shouldn't, you know, erase the human race or anything like that.
Yeah, like the movies. Like I see some movie clips. I still haven't watched that movie where a robot raises a perfect child. So basically it raises it, like it trains it to have like perfect heart health, perfect lungs. And you're like, oh wow, like, is this what they want from us? Because they're perfect and they want us to be perfect too.
I mean, I'd prefer to be in perfect health, you know, that'd be great.
Yeah.
I mean, perfect, like everything else. I don't know.
No more McDonald's, no more Wendy.
I also need to focus on saving money because
Oh.
I'm doing better now, but like for Christmas, for Christmas, for my birthday, for New Year's, I spent a lot of bank. I mean, I did end up
Splurging.
getting an iPad. Look, it's August. But yeah, I really do need to focus on, especially since I don't have a job right now. I'm gonna try and find a job with like the NREMT once I get my license. But money is a big thing. Money, for me, I feel like it controls the world. One of my friends have been telling me like money is not everything, and I need to really get over like kind of that vision of how I feel about money, because literally, I swear, money is almost everything for me. So moving on from that, Orgus, I heard earlier in the news that Australia has banned social media for any child under 16. And me personally, some people are like, that's horrible. Like, how are they going to communicate with their friends? They can use phone numbers. That's what they can use. But I think it's really healthy for the youth over there in Australia. Do you remember when it's downloaded like social media apps like Snapchat or Instagram?
I think Snapchat and Instagram came later on, but I had YouTube and Messenger, Facebook Messenger, when I was like 9, 10.
We had no business
From there,
at that age, though. I had way too much like internet access, like unsupervised too, and I feel like finding things that's like maybe a 9-year-old, 7-year-old shouldn't be looking at this.
what Australia did is it should be necessary for other countries to.
It's like, because the parents, they're not monitoring what their kids doing on this app, and so many kids are already getting traumatized and stuff, and like seeing things that they're not supposed to. And I feel like social media definitely also affects mental health. That's one of the biggest things. Like, I mean, when I was younger, I was always looking like on Instagram. Now there's a feature where you can hide the like count. I would always be like, oh, 500 likes, 400 likes, 700 likes. Like, I don't know why I made it such like a competition, but it's like a boost of dopamine, or like when that guy like texts you back. Oh yeah, on TikTok the other day, I saw an advertisement for this one movie called Marty Supreme. I believe it's starring like Tyler the Creator, this girl named Odessa, and then Timothée Chalamet. And I really want to watch it, but like I'm trying to like really get into like shows and stuff because it's been hard for me to keep up on like Euphoria. There's a new Euphoria trailer. Have you seen it yet?
Euphoria season?
Yeah, there's a new trailer for it coming out. That came out like today.
Oh, okay. You almost scared me. Almost got me there because I know they've been filming.
Now.
Yeah, like you said that so casually. I love Euphoria so much.
Or I guess on a more serious note, because I definitely want to discuss this on the podcast, like world problems and problems like, especially in my country, United States, is I do want to talk about this woman named Renee Nicole Good. She was killed by an ICE officer trying to flee, and people are currently like arguing on the internet that she was trying to ram her car into the officer, that she's not trying to get away, she's trying to like hit him. And it's like, I wish that more people would like fact check, would like look into videos themselves instead of listening to like what other people are telling them. Because I remember I watched the video. There's a video that people recorded of the whole incident, and an officer like ran and he went around her car, and to kind of like stop her from like fleeing away. They wanted her to get out of the car. But she was just, I feel like she was in a way protesting because everyone was yelling at them to leave the state. I believe it's Minnesota. But when she started to back up in her car when the officers came towards her, backing up so she can turn to leave right. And in the video, you could see that she's turning her wheel. She's in the process of turning her wheel. And that's when she started fleeing, and then an officer shot her about 3 times. And seeing all these videos on social media, and also like just people arguing rather than actually doing stuff, the people who are actually doing things are protesting. And it's so wonderful to see like people come together and protest, but it sucks that like our government's not listening to us and things are still happening. Like a kid at Target, a 19-year-old US citizen, mind you, they took him and they dragged him over to a car and they pushed him to the ground, and he like ended up like really hurting his arm. He was sobbing, and the video is just so heartbreaking. And I hate seeing this stuff happen to my neighbors, people in my state, people in my country, you know? And it's just like, I wonder how that affects how people see the United States. Like how we're treating people in the United States who've come here for refuge, who've come here because they have nowhere else to go. It's just, I don't know, it's embarrassing to say
It
this.
just
And it's
makes
just like,
me
I don't know.
really it just makes me really, really emotional, Bridget, because like these people do not deserve this. And I keep hearing more and more cases each time of these things happening. Uh, it's just like, to me, it's so frustrating how like the greatest country almost on earth, and a country that's so developed, and such things are happening, like basic human rights. I don't have anything against anybody, but when it comes to the point of if this is right or wrong, like these things are so wrong, and someone needs to do something. And the protests are almost like not enough. Like someone, like an official with power, needs to be like, "Yo, stop!"
The
Like
government needs to listen to its people. We, the people
that's
of the United States.
who voted, who also
Exactly.
voted and gave power to these people. So how can you do that? To me, it just every life, every person affected, because this is like people's life. And
The families.
I don't just say
being torn apart. Oh my God.
I don't just say that to say that, but it's also like if you put yourself, for example, into a person's shoes who went through maybe discrimination or maybe wrong treatment, it really, how would that feel if I was that person? Because until we're too close to the fire, we can protest and we can say things, but like if you really feel the emotion, that's so wrong. Even like transgender rights, gay rights, but mainly the changing of the gender on the passports was such an icky thing. Not like at this point, it's not like Republican, Democrat. It's literally doesn't.
No,
It's just
it's
like
not.
basic.
Not.
It's basic.
Us fight each other, thinking that we won't like rise up against the government and stuff. But like I know you're talking about like transphobia. Transphobia, in my opinion, it affects everyone because like some people have more masculine features and they're female. Some people have more feminine features and they're male. There's been people who like have been forced to be searched because like there's this one girl, I believe she was, I think she was at the airport. On her passport, I think she was like biologically female, and she is a female. She identifies as a female. She's a biological female, but I guess she presents a little bit more masculine and her features are more masculine, and they like searched her. They were like, oh, like we need to know, like this is not true, yada yada yada. And it's just like it affects everyone, not just the trans folk. It affects people who have all those features. And like no, a woman is not supposed to look a certain way. Yeah, we have like chest. Not everyone's gonna have a big chest. Some people are flat chested.
Yeah.
Not everyone's gonna have like, we all have different features. Is what I'm trying to say.
The fact that I am worried, I'm literally 1,000 miles away from the US, but just because like we hear it on the news and stuff like that, and I've even lived there for like 10 months, in a way, like the fact that I am worried, or I guess I'm worried, imagine like the community there. They're terrified. Like what is happening? Like, how is this allowed?
Fear. Fear is the biggest propaganda. If you make something look so big and scary, people are going to listen to you for answers. And this is why I get so frustrated when it comes to like my friends and stuff, who say, some people who I know, they're like, I'm not really into politics. Almost everything is political, and you just got to deal with that, especially as an adult. Like gas, groceries, whether or not
Social media,
your
social
LGBTQ friends can get married.
In my country, like there's no.
And how are you gonna like vote without being political? Like, how are you supposed to like make up your mind on who you want to vote for president, for your state senate, for your legislators, for your senators, all that? It's just like, it's impossible to avoid. And just because you say you're not political doesn't mean you have all your own biases.
Even people that are my dad's age, that are over 50, they think that just because they're 50, they saw more political history. So, oh, I knew how this party was like 30 years ago. You know what I mean? But you're only 20 years old, so you don't know the whole story. You don't know the whole image. So you can.
On a lighter note, sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, I love
Came out from
her.
under my bed. Hi guys, this is my cat Lily. She doesn't really like me so much.
Hi, Lily. She's like doing this. She's like.
She's kind of huge, guys. Oh, okay, I'm gonna let her out. She's all this like kind of stressors and political burnout with all the news that's going on in the world. let's all like just try to keep like a positive mindset, because really like the world keeps spinning, you know? People need to work on their own goals, their own aspirations. I personally would love to like start activism and protesting and all that, like maybe even travel to like protests and stuff. I keep positive mindset for this 2026, because the only thing that I control is my actions, my emotions, and my pursuits of my goals. I really want to work towards stuff like that, even this podcast, and I'm having so much fun doing this with you, August. I want you to truly know that. And I'm really excited to start pushing out so much content for people to like kind of enjoy and like tune in with us and get to know us. Of course, you know, August is all the way in Kosovo and I'm here in America, so maybe you guys can, I don't know, even join us if we ever see each other again in America.
I would love for other people to join us and enjoy our content. I honestly
enjoy their time with us. Yes.
like I would love them to just watch this and like honestly be their like escape. Like a lot of media is escape for me from all of this chaos and real life chaos. I really appreciate what you just said about the protests and speaking up, and anything you can even do should also step up, because we're the ones who voted, and be like, yo, we are the ones that have importance here. So I'm really glad we're touching on these issues. This was a very enjoyable first episode. We have so much more to talk about, because we talk about relationships in this podcast. We talk
Very excited
about stories and sacred things and people's problems and the way we would solve them, and our problems and the way we solve them, and the way what we would do different in the future. I'm really excited to hit all of these points. And Bridget, I'm also pretty grateful for your time, and I'm also really happy that we got to do this together.
I am too. I'm really excited to continue this adventure, and I'm really just happy that you guys also tuned in with us here at Done Dirty Diaries. But if you want to hear more from us, you can also tune in. I believe it's on Spotify, Apple. We also have a TikTok account that we'll probably like put on the screen later. But once we start pushing out episodes, it'll be easier to contact us. Maybe you guys can even submit your own stories. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in with us. We're having so much fun.
This was so fun.
Happening. But Orgus, you want to say anything before we go?
I would just say thank you for anyone listening. Thank you for supporting us. And this was so fun, guys. We love you so much. Thank you for joining Done Dirty Diaries today.
Bye.
Bye.